All right, hey guys, it's Scott coming to you from Suite J4 Suite 1370 here on the Independence of the Seas. We're in the middle of the ocean right now, heading back from Nassau, heading back to Port Canaveral. I unfortunately was trying to take the video with the beautiful background of the ocean for you, but it made everything so dark because of all the light. So you're now going to see a couch and a phone and a little bed and a piece of luggage. Oh well. Anyway, so as a review video, it's hard to do this one because it's just so much that's good, and I don't want to sound too non-critical. There were a few things here and there that, you know, can point out, and I will. But for the most part, another nearly flawless experience here on the Independence of the Seas on a Royal Caribbean ship. But let's start it from the beginning. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe with the notification bell on. Hard for me to say today. So back to the story. So we boarded on Monday. We had a noon boarding time. I was my fault. I got here about 10 minutes late, 12:10 I believe it was. Parked in the lot. The lot is real close and easy. If you've been to Port Canaveral, you know that. You park, you go down, you walk in, and because I was in a suite, I was able to skip hundreds and hundreds of people, jump on the suite line. A few folks ahead of me. Checked my vaccination, checked my test, checked this, checked that. Kept on walking. Went through the terminal. They directed us to, again, the suite type lines where, and then they even shuttled us even faster to, oh, those people are open, just go over there. The whole check-in thing, I think maybe about 3 to 4 minutes. Walked over to the you know, you go bloop, and they let you on. No line, just kept walking. So I went from the car to where I met my friends. We met them at the, I think it's called the Plaza Bar, right outside of the Windjammer between the two Giovanni's and Chops. Met them there at 12:30. So it took 20 minutes, and most of that was nonstop walking. So it was just me walking, carrying my stuff, and, you know, so that's pretty good embarkation. Done the way it should be done. It was awesome. And then we jumped into to Chops for some lunch, which was great. I did. Years ago, I did the unlimited dining packages, and this is the second time I've done it. And to be able to get like really good food for lunch is interesting. But I did break my tradition of going to the solarium hot tub and getting a pina colada as the absolute first thing I do every time I board a cruise ship. But I've made some exceptions as I've not always been cruising with my wife. This month I'm cruising with my friends Mike and Ginger. Last month I was with my friend Joe. So some traditions are harder to do when you're not, you know, you want to get along with everybody. So whatever they want to do is good by me, and so that's what we did. Had lunch and then went about our day, which was shortly thereafter I was in the solarium with the pina colada. So let's break it down for you. The room, I got in the room. I did a room tour, and you'll be able to see that. I'll be able to. Is it here usually, or is it here? Yeah. Anyway, you'll be able to see that tour, that room tour. Very impressed. I was very happy. You know, it's an older ship. We were on a Carnival Liberty last month. It's an older ship too, but it was showing its signs of its aging, its wearing. This is not. I mean, the color you may not love because it's like the 1970s or something, but honestly, it's in great shape. It's in great shape. I was very impressed with the room. The room attendant was super friendly. Didn't see him at first for the first little bit. I'm not sure where he was, but once he eventually started showing up a few hours later, I've seen him like every day, a couple times a day. So maybe it was turnover day. He was a little busy, but I love when you get the guys and gals that are there, like right there. Oh, hey, welcome to your room, and just I don't know, you feel like you're in good hands right away. But once I met the gentleman, I felt like I was in good hands. I did ask him for ice, but he never did bring the ice. But it's okay. I can live without the ice. I just like some ice once in a while. Anywho, exceptional room attendant, exceptional room. Very happy with all that. So let's go down the The food, has been very, very good. Again, I'm doing the unlimited dining package, so you would expect the food to be pretty good. Been to Chops twice. Yep. I went to lunch and then went to dinner. We did the Azumi hibachi last night, which was very good. I mean, a lot better than I actually remembered it being. I've had it now 2 or 3 or 4 times. Harmony, maybe 3 times now. And wow, this one was really good. And my wife's biggest complaint, they don't ever have yum yum sauce. There's no yum yum. Apparently somebody, or lots of folks, complained that they didn't have yum yum sauce. And last night came the yum yum sauce. So she was a little, when I took photos and sent it to her, she was a little upset that another thing that she missed out on this week. But no, it was great. The show was great. And I have some videos and some photos of that. The guy was fun. They're always fun, but the guy was fun. Yeah, so the food was exceptional. Met some great table mates, another fellow YouTuber. And so that was that one. Giovanni's, we did for dinner the first night, I think, and then we're doing Giovanni's again tonight. So there'll be 2 Giovanni's. Very, great service, great food. Everything's fabulous. Windjammer breakfast, very good. For the Windjammer, the typical breakfast foods. Nothing to write home about, nothing to complain about. Clearly, some of the breakfasts we had at the wake on Virgin Voyages. For all the negative things I say, they did have some positives, and their breakfast at the wake was probably the best breakfast I've ever had. Forget about at sea, ever. Celebrity, the yacht club. Sorry. MSC, the Yacht Club, had some great breakfast. Celebrity Edge had some great breakfast. So when I say that the Windjammer breakfast was good, well, depends. Depends on what you want to compare it to. But it was tasty. I enjoyed it. I went there 3 days in a row. Today I missed it. I slept in a little bit late. So then I went to lunch at the Windjammer. And I was impressed. Freedom class ships, which is Freedom, Liberty, Independence, their Windjammers tend to be pretty good. Sometimes the older ships, hit or miss, and the crowds are amazing because there's only 2,700 people on board out of the 4,500 that could be here. So you always get a table. You can always get to the buffets. And by the way, they're serving you. You're not serving yourself. So that's great. I don't like when all the dirty hands are touching everything. But no, the food was great. The food was great. I had some chicken. I had some fish. I had some Indian. I had some teriyaki fish again, and more fish. A lot of fish. And then I cheated and had a little bit of a blueberry cobbler streusel thing that was, mamma mia, it was delicious. I don't know why I went Italian for blueberry streusel, but whatever. Very, very good. So that was the food. The jammer was good. I didn't make it to the MDR at all. I mean, it makes sense. Again, I'm on the unlimited dining package, so, but the food's been great. I have 2 complaints about the food, and it's really, one is about financials. The unlimited dining package, if it's unlimited, why does it have limits? The wings and fries, what was it called? Captain Jack's on Coco Key. And again, you could call it Coco Key or Coco K. Apparently it's Key. A lot of people call it K. And Royal Caribbean does the perfect day at Coco K. I lost my train of thought. So you go to the Captain Jack's and there's these wings and these fries, and that's not a lot of cost. Why is that not included? I'm not saying it should be a complimentary option because I know they have to do crowd control, so that's why there is sometimes these venues that they charge for. But I've already paid for the unlimited, so why is that not in the unlimited? Why is there a limit there? And you can argue with me in the comments. Keep it clean, keep it nice. Disagree all you want, agree all you want. And then the same thing came yesterday. I went to their brand new venue called Fish and Chips, not chips, Fish and Chips. I was very excited. I'm a big fish and chips guy. Been to England, had some real chippies in, where were we? With some friends. But I was in the Cotswolds and got fish. I got fish and chips all over that country. Love me some fish and chips, okay? So a bit of aficionado, that's fine. Maybe I'm too snooty when it comes to the food part of it. And I will say that that first filet I got was real meaty. It was delicious. The second one was 70% breading. The chips were good. Chips are the British word for French fries. They have crisps and they have chips. Their crisps are our potato chips, and their chips are French fries. A little confusing. But yeah, they have the chips were great, and then the fish when it was good was good. But here's the problem: not unlimited. You had to pay. It was $7. I mean, so I don't care. It's not about the $7. It's about why are the limitations on the unlimited dining plan, especially when nobody was there. Nobody was getting anything. Like there's maybe a handful of people in the time that I sat there that got anything. A handful, maybe not even a handful, maybe like 4 people. So I'm like, I don't know. I was a little discouraged by that. You know, you have your unlimited drinking package plan, whatever, and I haven't found a limit yet. So you're going to conclude coffees and juices and wines and beers and all these wonderful things. And you always feel like it's very seamless because you just get what you want. You bought the package, you just get what you want. I would remove those limits if I was you, Royal. And you know, again, I'm not very critical of Royal, but in that case I was. I did say before there was 2 pieces of business. I think I only handled one of them. The other one is to, don't forget, oh no, I did say this, thumbs up and subscribe. You know what, let me take another opportunity to say thumbs up and subscribe with the notification bell on. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. There's a lot more cruises coming up. We got Seabourn coming up next week, where we're going 2 weeks to the Panama Canal. A few other stops. It's going to be amazing. It's a luxury liner. You're not going to see that on too many people's YouTube channels because we got a really special deal, a good invitation to come join them. And we've got the Mediterranean cruise coming up in the whatchamacallit, the fall, September. And then somewhere in the summer, we're looking at maybe just going to Ireland. So we'll cover some of that because again, we're Extraordinary Adventures Cruise and Travel. It's not just going to all be cruises. We may hit Ireland. We might hit Scotland. We're not exactly sure, but we'll let you know, and we'll get it posted up. But so yeah, subscribe and notification bells and thumbs and all that good stuff. Okay, so that's the food. Drinks, cocktails, bars, lounges. Everybody's been great. A couple of standout folks over at the Boleros bar. Oh gosh, I forget. One guy's name is Nelso, without the N. So it's not Nelson, it's Nelso. And then the other guy, I forget his name. Both fabulous. A couple of great ones over at the Island Compass that I've been enjoying. One, we had a lot of laughs. Like Jolin, something like that. Gosh, I'm doing bad with it. As I get older, the names are just not sticking. Ivilo. There was another guy. All great across the board. Haven't had a bad bartender yet. A great one, Jason over in the Solarium bar. Very fun. Drinks have been great. You know, they're good. They're solid drink makers. You know, I don't know how they are for mixology, like the Alchemy Bar on Carnival, or some of the local places we have in Orlando. But just solid drinks. Very good. Very fast. You know, there's no slow pokes. Oh, well, okay. There's always a couple of old guys. And they're always moving at the pace of a turtle. I'm like, there's 100 people here. Like, you know, maybe I was a bartender for almost 20 years. I know that sometimes you just like, meh. But you see these old guys and they're just like, they don't want to be there. Anyway, sorry, a little critique. So like I said, there's a couple of critiques here and there. So that's the bars. The venues have been great. The pool deck has not been crowded too much. There's been times where it's been a little bit more so. But, you know, you're talking 2,700 people versus 4,500 that it could be. So that's a part of it. Reduced capacity cruising has been fun. We're still hoping for them to ramp up quick because we want these companies to stay in business, stay profitable, so they're here for us for many years to come. But while that's not currently happening, we're enjoying the reduced capacity. So yeah, the pool decks have been great. Solarium has been great. Hot tubs have been hot. Bubbles have been working. There's been none of that issue. I think it was a Carnival last month where one of the hot tubs was like cold. So, you know, and then of course, you know, those couple of hot tubs in the in Virgin in that, like, I guess what they consider the quieter area that didn't have bubbles at all. Wasn't even designed to have bubbles. Kind of odd. But yeah, that's been great. There's been live music in the pool deck. They've been fun. We'll get to entertainment in a minute. But that's been great. The promenade has been fun. The Polaris has been fun. Playmakers, you know, I'm not a sports guy. I am not a sports guy. I'm not ashamed to admit that I'm not a sports guy. I never got into it. But Playmakers has been a fun place to hang out. I'm ignoring the TVs. They're not blaring, you know, the sports, you know. But you can see them. You can watch the games. but they're having this little background music, and I'm an old fart, so like the classic rock stuff that they're playing has been great. Service has been fun. Food. I'm going to go get some nachos today. I'm looking forward to that. I wish I would have done this review after, but I was in the room now. Perfect, quiet, nobody's around. But yeah, everything's been good there. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the entertainment now, because yeah, the music on the pool decks was fun. Ricky Matthews is one of the best cruise directors that Royal has, in my opinion. I love Bing Bong. Everybody loves Bing Bong. That's Mark Walker, for those of you who don't know. He when he comes on, he goes Bing Bong, like the overhead thing goes Bing Bong sometimes, so that's his thing. Anyway, hopefully you'll get him one day. He's fun. He's a hoot. But I still put Ricky Matthews a little bottom because of the energy. Oh my God, you get on a Ricky Matthews cruise and it's insane. But he's been almost non-existent. He's been much more muted. He did the first sail away party. And by the way, that's the first sail away party of all the cruises I've done since the reopening. Nobody's done sail away party. So I'm very happy to have seen Ricky do his sail away party. But he's been very, he introduces the people in the theater, and he's been on the overhead, which I want to take a moment and go to a critique. There is no reason that you should be coming on the overhead speakers at 7:50 in the morning. I know some of you think that that's late enough, but 7:50 in the morning, people are up till 11, 12 o'clock at night. You don't need to hear that we've just checked into the Bahamas or just checked into Coco Key. I don't mind that he's doing that in like the main public areas, but I don't think it should be coming in on the hallway here. I'm getting woken up by Ricky Matthews telling me that we're in the Bahamas. I don't know, I guess there are worse ways to be woken up, but I like to sleep till 8:39, 9:30 on a cruise ship. I don't think that's horribly late. It's vacation. Sleep in a little bit. So that was a big critique for me. But back to Ricky. He's been very not there. I haven't seen him much. I'm hoping to see him more today. There is a belly flop. That'll be fun. But so that's a little critique about not him. He's great. It just maybe it is him on his business side, not his personality side. Maybe he's just tied up with things. I don't know. But when I saw Ricky Matthews, I just lit up, and then I haven't really seen him. So it's been a bit of a bummer. Speaking of a little bit of a letdown, the other thing that Laura and I love is to do the shows. There was supposed to be Grease on here. I thought it was a full Grease performance. Then I heard it was like a singing, dancing orchestra thing as opposed to the full production. And I said, all right, well, that's fun. I'll watch that. And there's been no production. There has only been comedians and like this juggler guy. And they're fine. They're funny. They're fine, if you like that kind of thing. But I've come to love production shows on cruise ships. It's just our thing, and I'm sure many of you agree. You go to the theater after dinner and you watch a great show with the singers and dancers, doing their thing, just working hard and pleasing the audience. And I don't know, kind of miss that. I don't know where that's been this time. Maybe it's COVID, but you go right back to the Celebrity Edge, which was our first reopening cruise in July of last year when things were just reopening, and they had shows. MSC had shows. Everybody had shows. I don't remember what Virgin. Oh yeah, Virgin had their weird show, but they had a show. So I'm not sure why there's been no production numbers. They have a 70s thing that they normally do on the promenade here. They're doing that in the Studio B. Is that because of social distancing? Well, Studio B is actually a smaller place. I don't know. There's been some weird things in the entertainment department on this cruise. But that's entertainment. That's food. That's venues. That is service. I can't think of anything that I didn't touch. I threw out a couple of my critiques. I touched on the room. I touched on Embarkation. I'm sure Debarkation is going to be fine. Everybody got that right. Even Virgin. Everybody did that fine. I think that's about it. I don't know what else to tell you. I knew this would be a shorter review because I'm biased and I love Royal Caribbean and Celebrity. But particularly Royal Caribbean because we've been on 20-something Royal Caribbean ships already, or sailings. Some repeats, a couple of Majesties, a couple of Mariners, a couple of Harmonies, so some repeats. But yeah, I think that's about it. So if you have any questions about booking a cruise, give us a ring. 352-432-8131, 352-432-8131. You can email me. It's EA, like Echo Alpha. .travel.scott@gmail.com. So, and just send me an email. You got the web address, like I said. You have all different ways to get in touch if you'd like to book a cruise. But if you don't, you just want to chat, hit those comments down below. Make sure you, again, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. and we'll see you in the next video. I think that's the end of the videos here for, we did the room tour, we did the review, we did the deck tours. I think that's it for Independence, so we'll see you on the next ship. Until then, ciao guys.